Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Big Picture. We are here in Karnataka, in the city of Belgaum, where the elections to the Karnataka Legislative Assembly will be held on May 5th. Actually, as we have been traveling across Karnataka in the last several days, we have been talking to people and discussing what are the issues which are concerning the people as far as elections are concerned. And inevitably, two issues which come up in every discussion with different kinds of people, from politicians to candidates to voters to academicians and others, are two issues. One is corruption, the other is caste. How important are these two issues in the elections which are going to be held on May 5th in Karnataka? We will discuss this today with a special panel of guests. I have with me Mr. Prabhakar Kore, BJP MP of the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Shankar Gowda Patil, General Secretary of the Karnataka Janata Party, the new party started by Mr. Yediyurappa. He is the State General Secretary. And I have with me Mr. Anil Poddar. He is a Congress candidate from Belgaum South constituency, and also Professor D.H. Rao, who is the principal of Jain College of Technology in Belgaum here. Mr. Madan Mohan, a veteran journalist of over 5 decades. He was with the Hindu newspaper for almost 5 decades, and he has been covering the entire North Karnataka region all those years. Welcome to all of you. I'll first come to Mr. Kore. Mr. Kore, corruption. Is corruption an issue in elections in Karnataka this time?
I don't think corruption is an issue in Karnataka. If then corruption issue in Karnataka, then I have to take it as a government of India as a corruption issue in Karnataka, where you can see the 2G scandal or Commonwealth Game, Colgate, even farmers advance money which they have given interest was completely this Congress party has misused. So corruption is not issue. If it's corruption issue,
No.
then
Are you trying to say that these issues at the national level, which the charges are made against the UPA government, the ones which you have mentioned,
yes, yes.
are they an issue in these elections in Karnataka?
Yes, if the corruption issues comes, then naturally central government is also involved in corruption. And today, if Bharatiya Janata Paksha last 5 years we ruled this state, and we are going with the just our menu is develop what we have developed in the state. The budget itself says when BJP took as a government, it was first year budget was almost 27,000 crores. The last budget presented by Mr. Jagdish Shettar was more than 1,10,000 crores.
Mr. Kore, all those are fine, but why did you have to remove or ask Mr. Yediyurappa to resign as the chief minister? The issue was corruption, right?
No, Mr. BJP has not asked Mr. Yediyurappa to resign. It's a court. It's a court decision is against Mr. Yediyurappa. Even my president also last week, he was in Belgaum district. He mentioned that we never asked to Yediyurappa to leave the party and step down the chief minister. Only court has given it in victory. As soon as court clears once again, we surely will restore you. That also my president has openly said in his speech.
So, coming to you, Mr. Shankar Gowda Patil, you are from the party of Mr. Yediyurappa. Now, Mr. Kore is saying that he was not asked to step down. The court did that, and if he had been, if he had come clean as far as the courts are concerned, he would have been restored as chief minister. Now, so what he is trying to say is that corruption is not an issue. If it is an issue, the national issues also should come into the picture. And if when corruption becomes an issue, your party is not going to be seen in a very good light.
Prabhakaranna is our leader, and he is also Rajya Sabha member. Today we are in Rajya Sabha TV. I tell you, sir, the matter of Yediyurappa has came while discussing. Yediyurappa has been asked to resign because the Lokayukta has mentioned his name
Right.
by listening somebody is from the High Command. Secondly, as soon as Yediyurappa High Court, immediately High Court, Mr. Adi Judge has given a judgment. What he has given judgment? Yediyurappa unnecessary has been harassed. and the Lokayukta has not taken in the all the subject into consideration, and Yediyurappa has harassed by the court and sent by jail. It is all violated the rules and regulations of the...
What are you trying to say, that Yediyurappa, the charges of corruption against Yediyurappa is not correct?
Charges of corruption on Yediyurappa is not correct or correct, it should be decided by the court.
Right.
But question where it arises, before listening anything, and this Lokayukta has charged and charge sheeted, send him to the jail. Then the same court, High Court, when we moved High Court, Mr. Adi, the judge, who has given a judgment very clearly, very clearly that Yediyurappa has harassed illegally.
We are not, let us not get into the specifics of this case, we are looking at the larger issue. Let me come to Mr. Poddar. Mr. Poddar, you are a candidate. You would know better than any of these two people here, what corruption means when you go out and campaign, when you talk to the people, when people come and talk to you. Has corruption been one of the issues which people talk about?
The corruption issue is going to play a very major role in this election right now. Because what I feel is last couple of years the people have seen a lot of corruption in Karnataka. The people are fed up and they are just trying to divert their mind towards the central. The central issues are totally, exclusively different. It has got nothing to do with the state. And it is a very specific thing that I would like to say on this, that Congress has asked the people to resign immediately before they go to the court or before the charge sheet and all that process. So Congress has got that right to say that we are against the corruption, and this corruption is definitely going to play a very major role in Karnataka. There is no question.
Professor Rao, you think corruption is playing on the minds of the people when they go out to vote there? Do you think that is one of the major issues on their mind?
Certainly it is a big issue. Right, it is an issue of national interest. But if you see in general, no political party is insulated from corruption. Sir, as a common man,
yes,
as a common citizen of the country, as a common citizen of Karnataka state, we have to vote. It is our duty to vote. But there is no confidence in the common man saying that, okay, this particular political party is not corrupt or this political party is not corrupt. By and large, we all feel that all political parties, by and large, are corrupt. But since we have to vote, right, we vote for the person who has seen some development or whatever. So the next question, as I asked, it may come as the caste. Next it comes. So the corruption of the caste, unfortunately, right, have been the issues right in our country for a very long time.
Mr. Madan Mohan, you have seen any number of elections in this country. Probably you have seen from the second elections onwards, second general elections onwards. You have been watching elections in this country. You have seen how elections are held, how people respond, how political parties respond to this. How much has money power started playing a role in elections especially?
No,
and is corruption an issue?
Let me first answer the first question.
Yes.
In this election, neither corruption nor development are issues in the election. The issue is the credibility. Credibility of leadership, credibility of the political parties.
Right.
When the people go to vote, they see whether a leader or a party is credible enough. Say they don't mind some mistakes being committed by the parties or persons in power. But as long as the party is sincere and the leader is sincere, they don't mind voting for them.
They don't mind
Voting for them. Voting for the party.
Right.
Even if there are some
charges of corruption,
sins of omission and commission against anybody.
Them.
So this is a question of credibility.
Do you think anybody can be seen as credible despite charges of corruption, serious charges of corruption against them? You think people will ignore that, pardon them for those charges of corruption against them as long as they think that they are credible in terms of being sincere in their work?
I will tell you a Karnataka example itself.
Yes.
Till the first 3 years of Yediyurappa's rule,
Right.
whatever he did was accepted by people. Despite your Operation Kamala, which is a very unethical step of strengthening the majority in the assembly,
Right.
despite that people went with him.
Right.
But today, the same people now, Yediyurappa by his actions has lost the credibility.
What specific actions are you talking about?
One is that people expect loyalty. Loyalty. So Yediyurappa is not loyal either to the people or to the party. He wanted everything, he wanted all the pelf and power from the party. And when the party wanted him in a particular situation to step down, he refused and he rebelled.
So that's where you think the credibility question, he lost the credibility game.
Now, that is going to be proved now. It has happened in the past, it is going to be proved now. See, in the recent urban elections, the performance of the party, KJP, was miserable. The much maligned BJP did better than the leader's party, that is
Right.
Yediyurappa's party.
What about coming to the issue of money power? You know, what kind of, the kind of money power which is being seen in elections now? You have seen any number of elections in the past. How do you see this money power affecting elections, affecting the entire credibility of the democratic structure?
See, money power has only limited role to play.
Two?
Limited role to play.
Okay.
Flaunting money, you are not going to win the election. And that is impossible also. It has only limited role to play. And it was during the BJP's campaign last year in 2008 elections, the money power rose to its zenith.
Right.
Karnataka had never witnessed the kind of money power that was used in the last election.
Right.
And this time, fortunately, those who are responsible for the flow of money into this election are out of it.
Have become politically irrelevant.
Irrelevant. So they have been marginalized politically.
We are talking of are you talking of the Reddy brothers from Bellary?
Yes.
Yes.
Reddy brother. See, for example, Ballari became a stronghold of BJP only because of the Reddys.
Absolutely.
Now that Reddys are not there, BJP cannot hope to win any seats in Ballari.
No, we will keep that aside, who will win or who will not win. I'll come back to Mr. Kore. Mr. Kore, with the larger issue. The whole edifice of democracy now, the whole edifice of elections now, seems to be depending on how much money which candidate pays to the voter. You think there is a problem with the voter nowadays, or you think the political parties have corrupted the voters?
First thing, I accept that the voters made the politician made them corrupt.
Voters have made the politicians corrupt?
No,
Politicians have made the voters corrupt?
Yes, corrupt. Yes. So, but that is not important, which play the result. I agree about 10%, 15%, that money plays very important role. But today, if you see the competition, even 5% is shipped from one side to this side, result will change. But not 90% money can play the important. 10% I can agree.
Okay. On that note, we need to go into a short break now, but we'll come back and continue this discussion of how much money power plays a role in elections. Please keep watching. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back. We are in Belgaum on a special edition of the Big Picture, discussing the role of caste and corruption in the elections to the Karnataka Assembly. Let me come to you, Mr. Shankar Gowda Patil. Mr. Kore says only 10%, money plays only 10% role in elections. Do you agree with that?
Sir, actually I will not agree that. Because the C2, first you have raised the C2.
Yes.
One is caste and one is corruption.
Yes.
Let me clarify about Madan Mohan ji, what he quoted. My party very recently formed and 4 months back.
Yes.
And we gained in local body election 300 seats.
Yes.
And my party is picking, and we have already provided 209 seats in the state. And question is, money playing, is 100% sure that money is playing in the politics. There is no doubt. Everybody talks about corruption, everybody is a corrupt. And corruption in what level? Corruption not in the money terms. Corruption in land, corruption in any matters. So such things is going, and we are unnecessary deceiving ourselves, telling to the people we are honest. Nobody is honest, any party is honest. This is a real stake. About my leader, who made him to corrupt? What about...
So you accept that Yediyurappa was corrupt?
No, I will not accept. The entire whole society is today corrupt. I accept this.
So he is also part of the society?
He is also part of the society.
Right.
And you tell me which party is non-corrupt in the state and in nation. single person, let he come forward, national or local body, let he say that I am honest.
So has
Very few people like Madan Mohanji, I respect him, and he said, he quoted, rightly quoted, but thing is here, not only Yadurappa should be blamed, the group, whole group, today in the BJP, in the state, there is whatever ministers are, right from Deputy Chief Minister, Home Minister, Industries Minister, Irrigation Minister, Panch APMC Minister, everybody is Lokayukta, everybody is on FIR.
Mr. Kore?
No, see.
He is making a serious charge, you know, he is making a serious charge, he is making a serious charge against the BJP government also.
No, I'm telling you, his concept is everybody is correct, but I don't agree. See, there is a nature is always, is balanced. That the wherever is or some organization, if this organization is running, whether government or this, some honest people are there. So because of this running, don't say that everybody is corrupt and.
Some honest people,
No,
who is that? Let name them. Name them.
See,
That is a difficult to us
why,
to
why,
name.
why you are telling
Very
that
tough
no-
to
see,
name
there
the
are so
honest people, sir.
See,
Very
there are-
tough.
It's
I'll
not
let-
question of individual. It's not question of
I
individual.
am not talking of, I am the whole society I am
No,
talking.
no,
Okay.
See, it's not
I am
question
talking
of
about
individual.
entire whole society.
There is a
Society
corruption.
itself is
See,
made it. And
they-
everybody is
we
in
were
that.
charging corruption is, in every party, every person.
Yes.
Maybe every party, I don't say that, every party may be corrupt because they have to run the party. Maybe they collect
The system is such that
system is
you
such-
cannot,
yeah,
you cannot afford to be not corrupt.
No, but don't say, don't say that somebody individually is doing honestly job.
I never blamed
No,
individually.
yeah,
I am
individually.
blaming
No,
the
you are
whole
blaming
Mr.
society.
Kore,
this minister is corrupt to this
Yes,
minister is corrupt to.
100%. There is a
No,
Mr.
look
Mr.
at the
Kore.
cases on them.
Mr. Patil, wait, I would like to come to Mr. Mr. Poddar, you are a candidate. I want you to, if you can tell me honestly, you are a candidate. Wherever we have been going in Karnataka so far, last 10 days that we have been traveling, talking to people, it is said that people expect money to vote. Is it true?
I don't think so. As I agree to Mr. Koreji also sometimes, because 10% this money is going to play a major role in the elections. But ultimately, the people has to select their own candidates in a different way. First, they will go and see their previous background, the family background, their work, the social work, the number of years. Now, I'm quite confident that I'm not going to buy votes this time.
Are you
I'm
going, are you promising
Yes.
here
Yeah.
that you or your party or your people who are campaigning for you
Yes.
will not give money to any voter?
No, we are not going to pay money to any voter. There are some minimum minor charges that what we have to people who are working for me, the people who are doing canvassing. We have to spend little money. It is not very big money or something. Otherwise, if money would have played a major role, definitely this Tata Birla would have become the prime ministers of this country. The money is not going to play a major role. The people, they know whom they vote. There are subgroups of people, they expect money. These elections are a festival for them. They keep on taking money from everybody, from every party.
Mr.
But
Poddar, I think this is the right this answer. Is individually, if you have credibility,
Yes.
surely you will going to win.
yes,
Your
I have
party's
got-
credibility
I
as
am,
Mr.
I am
this
quite
thing.
confident.
Yes, you
I
will
have
win.
worked for the society
No, no,
from
I'm
last
not-
30, 40
I'm
No,
years.
it's not. It's not.
I'm not going to
Mr.
pay a
Poddar.
single penny
I'm
and
not
buy
taking-
any votes.
Okay, I mean that's a very interesting thing you have said that, and I'm sure people who are watching will observe this, that you have said that you are not going to pay a single money to
Absolutely
single pie to any voter to buy votes.
Yes.
Right, Mr. Rao. Has this become a serious issue? Buying votes, has this become a serious issue?
I don't think so. Maybe it was true maybe in the couple of years back, a few years back in the previous election. Now the electorates are more educated. The people are well informed now, and with the the advent of technology, internet, and all that, we get a lot of information what parties are doing, what are their
So
mandates.
you're saying that money power is not a serious issue in this election in Karnataka?
May not be. I guess yes.
Mr. Madan Mohan,
Now, when you talk of money power,
that
we imply what is the money that is spent by the candidates and party on the election year.
right,
Apart from whatever is to be given or not given to the voters.
right,
The bulk of it is spent on the election year.
electioneering,
Election year.
right, which Mr. Poddar was talking about. He has to take care of the
That
his
is only
workers
a
and
minor
all.
part. There is only a minor part of it. That they have to do. As a question of expending hospitality, they have to do it.
Right.
That is immaterial. But the kind of publicity, the kind of money they spend on meetings, the kind of money they spend on travel. Has any study indicated that these tactics bring votes? See, they don't know how to approach people, though they resort to the good old tactics.
Of-
These tactics are there.
of bribing them, of bribing
No,
the
not
audience.
bribing. Extravagant spending on election year.
Elections. But the fact is that in this election, if you go around anywhere in the state, you can't figure out that there is an election going on. There are no banners, there are no postings, there are no posters, there are no buntings. In fact, the expenditure on all these things have been cut down very drastically. So where is the money going? Why are we still hearing that it's a very expensive election?
There are
For-
people,
Yes.
there are people who are doing this particular tactics in another way. They are distributing saris, they are distributing watches, they are distributing T-shirts. They are just trying to bribe the voters in a different way. And there are, I have heard, I'm very confident and sure, there are people who are going to buy per vote. They are going to pay 200 rupees or 500 rupees something. That
I have heard myself that per vote they are paid
I was quite
1,000
shocked.
rupees.
I was quite shocked and surprised. Why they are not confident that the person who has got 5 years or 10 years tenure of assembly member, and now he is ready to buy votes. It is a very different.
Mr. Patil?
Then
difficult
what
to
I
say.
said? I said reality and all surrounding, talking all the, again we reach to the same point. And the Poda himself is accepted, money is paying and vote is buying.
Vote
So this is
vote
the
is
thing
being
going-
bought. No, so you are saying that votes are being bought by candidates.
Definitely, they are doing it. Nobody tell truth. And everybody is a false statement. Everybody is telling that I am Lal Bahadur Shastri. It is not question.
Mr. Kore?
You should be very conscious
I
about
told
your
you,
heart.
See, corruption in election is a common, is an issue in,
But buying votes is become a phenomenon now.
in some candidates.
Yeah, Mr.
See, for
Madan Mohan was
example-
2008 elections. 2008 elections was considered the most costliest elections.
yes.
It was your party, you were there, which spent huge amount of money, which was unprecedented in Karnataka.
No, in fact, the Karnataka, as my personal knowledge, last 30 years, I have seen the elections.
And you have seen it from Congress, you have seen it from BJP.
Just last 5 years, I'm in BJP.
Yes.
But
Kure Sahib is like water.
no, let
He'll
me
mix
say,
with anyone.
no, that's not a question.
Ah.
Being a
No, Mr.
chairman
Kore.
of the one institution,
Yes,
I
Mr.
cannot,
Kore.
my party is different, my politics is different. My president is a different party. My one of the director is a different
Today
party.
now is in BJP.
Anyway,
Andar is in KJP.
No, Mr. Kore, you are talking about your experience in
No,
last time.
last 30 years I have seen. See, first election, when I joined politics in year, I remember in 1978, 79, because my brother was a congressman, my father was a freedom fighter. So, after his death, he forced me to enter in politics. I still remember I was comparing with Shankaran, and he was a minister
The former
for
union minister
and I remember we spent in 78, 79 election, hardly not more than 3 lakh rupees
for a parliament election.
Parliament.
And what now we are hearing that in every assembly constituency, nothing less than 5 crores are being spent. Is it true?
Today, I told you, 10% itself becomes more than 5 crores.
Okay.
But we are not, the people has to think, the people who are buying these particular votes, they have to think twice to give money to the voters, because I doubt the people will take money, but they will vote to the right person.
Okay.
That's
That
true.
is the
That
confidence I
secondary
have.
thing.
That is the secondary
Every
thing.
party is paying for them.
So
for
on that
each
note,
person,
I
but
don't
he's
think that
a
anybody
very
is
intelligent
any
chap.
party is paying.
He knows the whom to vote.
Okay, on that note, on that very sad note actually, I mean, it's not a very optimistic note, it's
Yes.
rather pessimistic note that every party is paying money, people are taking money and voting for whoever you want. Every party seems to be, this is a very serious issue, which it is becoming a endemic problem all over the country. We need to think more about it, but thanks to all my guests for being so frank and discussing this issue which needs to be discussed more in this country. Thanks to all my guests, Mr. Prabhakar Kore, Shankar Gowda Patil, Mr. Poddar, Professor Rao and Madan Mohan. Please keep watching. We'll come back with another issue on The Big Picture, same time on Monday.